Okay, so this is the makeup tutorial for our winter guard makeup. For a reminder of what the end product is going to look like, here's the picture. If I didn't figure out how to edit that in, I just looked really stupid. Anyways, so I'm going to start by showing you the supplies that you're going to need for this makeup. And whenever I'm showing this to you, this isn't like me saying get this brand. I'm just saying you need this product. So yeah. So you're gonna need to start off with a moisturizer or a primer or both. Any brand. I'm using IT Cosmetics and Pore Professional. You could use both. You could use one or the other. Yeah, just one of those. And then you're going to need a concealer. I use NARS. You don't have to use NARS. Again, I'm not going to repeat this, but a concealer. And then for the eyes, you're going to need these blues. So like this blue, and this blue, and a black eyeshadow along with this bottom like blue color. Yeah, so if you cannot find exactly the same shade, it's fine. If it's a little different, it's okay. Just try your best. Of course, we are not all using the same product, so it's not all gonna look 100% the same. Also with this eyeshadow, I am not that good at eyeshadow, so this is a very intermediate like level eyeshadow. Like, it's not really hard, it's not really easy, just I'll try to make the steps as easy as possible to help y'all out. So there's the eyeshadow, and then you're going to need like an eyeliner like pencil thing. So it's not like a liquid liner, it's just a crown type thing. And then you're gonna need a mascara, any mascara you want. I have two because I always switch between the two. You're gonna need a lash glue along with some lashes. Preferably a more dramatic lash, since we are going for a more dramatic eye and like a non-dramatic face. But if you can't find a dramatic lash, that's okay. And then of course you need your brushes. I use these, and I also use this random assortment of brushes, but I'll make sure to show you the brush that I'm using before I'll make sure I show you what brush I'm using. Okay, so let's get started. I'm not that great of an editor, so there might be some like times where I'm just literally sitting here because I don't feel like editing. But yeah, I'm gonna start with putting my contacts in. This isn't a step that everyone needs to do. Also, a thing to get your hair out of the way. Of course, when we like do this, we'll have our hair like out of the way anyway, since it'll be in that braid thing. But this is just for like when I'm doing the makeup. I'm gonna kind of go step by like basics like during this tutorial, just because I think some people, I don't know if everyone has experience in makeup, so I'm just going to go with pretend no one has experience in makeup. Okay, and I have a mirror sitting in front of me, and I also have this mirror, so you may see me looking here, which is a mirror, and you may see me looking here, which is a mirror, which you can see that, but whatever. So I'm going to start with putting my contacts in. If you have a step, then you have a step. If you don't have a step, then it's fine. Okay, so we're going to start off with, oh, I forgot to show you the lipstick that I'm using. Where's the lipstick I'm using? This. I'm using just like a pinky nude color, but it's mainly like, just try to get like a matte nude color. I don't quite have a matte nude color yet, but I will be getting a matte nude color. But you just need a matte nude color. Your nude. Like, not everyone's gonna have the same nude color, but just a nude color. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started. So first, you're going to take your moisturizer. I'm literally almost out of it, so that's cute. You're going to take your moisturizer. You're going to take your moisturizer and put it on your face. That's Jesus. He's interrupting my video.
You need a chair.
This chair that I'm sitting in? Do I need this chair that I'm sitting in?
Can I eat in here?
Yes, but just be quiet. Ugh. You're going to take your moisturizer and put it on your face. I'm just taking however much I feel and putting it in my dry spots, which is kind of like the center of my face. Also, when you're putting, like, rubbing stuff into your face, don't do that. You want to go up and out so that you don't cause wrinkles at an early age, okay? That's not cute. Wrinkles are not cute. Okay, so after you put your moisturizer on, you hear Jesus eating in the background. Ignore it. And then after you take your moisturizer, put it on, you're going to take your primer. I'm living my YouTube girl fantasy.
Oh, okay.
You're going to take your primer. I just put it on my nose because that's really the only area that I need it. But if you have a lot of pores everywhere, then I recommend putting it all over your face. But I just put it on my nose. Okay? So, now that you've dropped your primer lid, you're going to put it back on. We're going to do the eyes first because this eyeshadow might cause fallout, and we don't want that to get all over our face and then ruin our face makeup. So we're going to start the eyeshadow. I know, it's scary. So in order to start the eyeshadow, we're going to start off with our eyebrows first, actually. Now, eyebrows can be kind of tricky. You don't want to make them block eyebrows. So you want to make sure that when you're outlining your eyebrows, you're not literally like outlining the entire thing. Now, this is also like up to how you want to do it. So if you want to do block eyebrows and you think that looks better on you, more power to you. Or if you want to do more light, airy, fluffy brows, you can do more light, airy, fluffy brows. Whatever you want to do on this part. This is fully up to you. What I'm doing right now is I'm taking like a spoolie and I'm just brushing the hairs up to kind of give it a more light, airy look. And then with the other one, so I kind of just push them all up, and then I, like at the very end, I just put all those hairs down so that it's like nice and sharp. Okay? My contact is bugging out. Okay, so now that you did that, you're going to take any brow pomade, you could use an eyeshadow that's your same color, just anything that you could use in your brows. You're going to take that and take a brush. This brow pomade that I use comes with a brush attached to it, but it's just like a angled skinny brush like I have at the end of my spoolie. There's another brush like this. It's just angled and flat, just like that. So take a brush, take your eyeshadow, your eyebrow pomade, whatever you want to use. Now, of course, if you already know how to do your eyebrows, you don't have to watch this. If any part of this you already know how to do, you of course don't have to watch it. But you're basically just gonna take your brush and you're gonna go under and do very light, airy strokes underneath your eyebrow to just kind of line the bottom. Making sure you're doing very light strokes and not just like very harshly doing that. So now I have a line underneath my eyebrow. And then you're going to go to the tail. Just kind of fill in. You're going to go at the top of this tail and just make a line at the top. And then if you need to make that pointier, you can just take your finger, just rub it along there. It's a little long, like that. This is my wonky eyebrow, so eyebrow is wonking, that's why. So now you have your little tail piece. You have a little tail piece. And you're gonna go kind of on that arch now. Again, doing light, airy, feathery strokes. And as you do that arch, slowly start to take it to the front. But do not take it all the way to the front. You don't want to take it all the way up here because you're going to stop it around here. Around there. So kind of around the middle of your eyebrow. You're going to stop it. And then you're going to go in and just kind of lightly fill in the middle. Like that. So now you have kind of that basic shape. So now you're going to, what I kind of do is I kind of scrape off excess, and then I'm going to take it and take like this like flat edge here and just kind of go up. So I start from the bottom and I go up to kind of make like a really soft look. And then take my finger and kind of rub it a bit. So yeah, that's my wonky eyebrow. So now I'm going to do my other eyebrow and then I'll be back. Now both my eyebrows are done, and they're not sisters, they're not cousins, they're not twins, they're not family, they're not related. My eyebrows are not related. Now that my eyebrows are done, we're going to move on to the scary part, the eyeshadow. And I'm also going to have to remember how I did it last time. So you're going to take an eyeshadow, base, primer, all of the above, concealer. I use my concealer. I don't use an eyeshadow primer. I see no point in buying an eyeshadow primer if I have a concealer. That's just my point. So you're just gonna basically put concealer on your eyelid. And this is basically just a base for your eyeshadow so that your eyeshadow will stick to your eyelid better. Okay, now that I put concealer on my eyelid, you're gonna take a beauty sponge and just blend it out. Put it all over the eyelid, making sure you get like this inner corner as well. Just putting it all over your eyelid. So now that you have concealer on both of your eyelids, you're going to open up your eyeshadow palettes, whatever you're using. Again, doesn't have to be the exact same palettes that I'm using. Could be your own palettes, could be the ones that we recommended to you, whatever, as long as it's relatively same color. You're gonna take your brushes. You're gonna take a brush like this, a domed blender. That's what I'm using. You're going to take it and put it into this shade right here, basically your lighter blue. It's still like a a pretty like darkish blue, but it's not darkish blue, it's still like kind of like a bright blue, but it's like your lightest blue. So you're going to take some of that, kind of like tap it on your finger. You're going to take it and put it basically all over the lid. Just packing it on the lid, not blending it. I'm just doing kind of like a stippling motion. So just packing it on. And now if it doesn't get as opaque over here as like out here, that's fine because we're putting glitter on this inside part. So yeah, just like that. Just pack it on and do the other eye. It's just kind of be like a circle on your eye. That's less circle. But just get it as circle as you can. It not like circle, but just like that, so that we can like take like a darker color and wing it out here. See? So just stippling it on just like that. Period. Okay. So after we do that, we're then going to take a brush like this. Mine says a tapered crease. Tapered crease? Yeah. Just a brush like this, kind of like big and fluffy. And I'm going to take it like naked, or nothing on it. The only color that's on there is just like past color, but like there's nothing on it. I'm just gonna take it and kind of make circle motions on the outside of here. Again, nothing on the brush, just circle motions, kind of going back and forth. Just blending that out just a bit so that that line isn't as harsh. And the reason we're doing it with a empty brush and not the brush that we were just using is because this is going to move this product around without putting more product on. Does that make sense? And kind of bringing it more out here, so kind of making sure we keep it over here while also blending this line out. So we're coming in here and doing this, but also coming out here and bringing it out a bit so that it can kind of come out here. See the difference between this eye and this eye now? How this is more like blown out like that. Yeah. Now we're gonna do it to this eye. And my eyes are different shapes, so the eyeshadow is going to come out looking different on both eyes, but it's just because I have different shaped eyes. Yeah. And if you ever feel like you're going too far up, you can always just take your finger and just wipe it away. Just like that. Wipe it away. Okay. So they're kind of blown out now. Looking pretty cute. And now that you have this like kind of blown out like blue going on, you're going to take this brush, a tapered blender, just something small like that. Let's see, what color am I gonna do? And let's take let's take this color right here. Now mine's a little shimmery, which is fine. It's okay. It's just a little shimmer, so it won't be like a lot. But you just want that color. So you're gonna take that color on this brush. Just like that. And then now you're going to start making your V. So you're gonna come out to this outermost part, like kind of like where like the tip of this V is gonna be, and just kind of like dot that there. Yeah, just like that. Take more color, and now you're gonna start bringing it over here and down here. And kind of using the point of this to bring it more out here, just so that it doesn't get all over the place. So that's kind of the shape we got going on. We have our point. Yeah, and you can kind of like make it more point by just kind of like feathering. So like taking the tip of your thing and just kind of like coming out so it's less round and more point. That makes sense? And then if you get something like this, where like your eyeshadow is coming like down here, you can just kind of take your finger and just kind of wipe it off. Pretend it never happened. See? Just like that. So now you have this nice point right there. Okay. And you're gonna do it to the other eye. Trying to make sure that's kind of the same. How I kind of make sure that it kind of stays the same is I look how this is kind of like meeting up with the end of my brow. So I kind of want to do the same over here. Yeah. So that's kind of how our shape is. Making sure we have that point. So yeah. So that's how it's looking so far. Again, looking a little crazy, a little look like that for a little bit. So now we're going to take that one brush that we used to blend out our original color, and we're now going to take our original color on this brush. So now we actually have product on here. We now have product on the brush, and we're just gonna put that, like, kind of marry the two colors together. So kind of taking that, putting it over here, kind of bringing those two colors together, kind of fading them together. And I'm kind of centering it just here. I'm not really coming in here as much. I'm just kind of staying over here. So that's kind of how you want it. And then I'm gonna go to the other eye, just like that. And then you're going to take, this is where the black comes in. Now you're going to take kind of like a brush like this. This is called a pointed smudger. That's kind of what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of smudge, but with a black. So you're going to take that same blue. Let's take that same blue. So I have that blue on there now. And then I'm gonna take this and literally just do like 1-2 taps. And then knock off excess, because you do not want a lot of black. This is not a black look, this is just a blue look. And if you have a dark enough black or dark enough blue, that's perfect. But this is what I'm doing with the colors that I have. So now I have this black and blue, and I'm going to very carefully take it on that outer edge. So just here and down. So just taking it, putting it that outer edge. Going back in, take it on the outer edge. So I'm just kind of putting it out here, but also kind of making like a round circle type thing. So it's starting to darken. And making sure we have very light hands. If you notice, like I'm like towards the ends of my brush, you don't want to be like up here with your brush, like being really rough with it. You want to be kind of out so that you can very, very gently put that color on there. And as you're doing it, kind of a little bit go above that line just to make a bit of like smokiness happen. So it's kind of like that. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna do the same to the other side. Take your blue, a little bit of black, do it to this other side. So now that you did that, you're gonna go back in with that brush that we did earlier. Let's not put any more product on it, and let's just do circles. Circles over here, just blending those colors together. Just blending, blending, blending. So I'm kind of going like a circle motion, and then taking it back and forth. So a circle motion, taking it back and forth. Now also, if this eyeshadow doesn't turn out absolutely perfect, we're covering it with glitter and we're covering it with lashes. So it's okay. Okay. So now that we did that, I'm going to kind of take like a brush just like this. It's just kind of like a flat brush, a flat smudger. And then I'm going to take it and go kind of like the outside. Just kind of smudge that line. Kind of blend it, make it a little more You know what I mean? Just kind of blurring that line a little bit. If you need to go in with this again, you can. Since we didn't put much product on it, you can go on this outside line. Just kind of blur it. Making sure our lines aren't so harsh. Like that. And that's pretty much the eyeshadow. The only thing that we have next is our glitter, and then we're putting a color on top of that glitter, and then we're done with the eyeshadow, which is the hard part. Okay, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your blue glitter shimmer, really, really sparkly color. You're just gonna take your finger in it, just take it, and put it on your lid. And this is bound to get in places, so it's fine. Since we didn't do our foundation or our concealer, it's okay. Just go crazy. Kind of take it all the way to where that kind of like blackish blue is. All the way up there. Just really patting it in there. And if you really want it to last, you can put like a glitter glue on your eyelid and then the eyeshadow, and it'll really make that glitter stick on your eyelid. So you see how I'm kind of going where that blackish blue is? Just kind of there. Just going on that lid. And then if you get kind of like a mess like this, it's okay. You can clean it in a second. Like that. Yeah. Okay. So now that you did that, you're going to search for... Hey Zeus, can you give me that rag?
Yeah. This one?
Yep. It's actually a makeup eraser, but if I say makeup eraser, he'll be like, what is that?
What?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
Nothing. So you're going to take whatever you need to get that glitter off wherever you put it that was wrong. Use your fingers. Just get that gosh dang glitter off. It's gonna be real hard. I'm gonna tell you this now. It's gonna be real hard and you're gonna want to cry, but you don't cry because it's okay. It'll come off. So yeah, there's the eyeshadow. See, wasn't that hard. Okay, so I'm actually very, very forgetful, and I forgot one more step. I already took the makeup off and everything, so sorry about that. But I forgot one more step. Right after you put that glitter on, if you had the exact same shade as me, when you put that on, you're gonna need to take that darker blue, the one that we mixed with black, and put that and pat that over the glitter so that you can make the glitter darker, because the blue that I had was a little bit too light. So yeah. Okay. Now that you have that done, you're going to move on to your, we don't have like eyeliner, but we have like eyeliner. So you're going to take any type of pencil eyeliner that you have, not a liquid liner. Please do not put liquid liners on your eyeballs. You're going to take a pencil liner, and this is going to be a little scary, but it's okay. I'm going to have to sharpen mine. You're going to take pencil eyeliner and go on your waterline. You're just going to take your eye open, take your eyeliner, and put it on your waterline. Just like that. Perfect. And then you don't have to do this one, but I go up here and put it on this one, and then go up here, put it on this one. So now I have eyeliner all around. That's the only eyeliner we're doing. I might have gotten a glitter in my eyeball. I did not. Okay. And then you're going to take your mascara, whatever mascara you want to use, and put it on your top lashes. Just like that. And now the other eye. Like that. And then we're going to do the lashes at the end because I'm not sitting here for the rest of this makeup with eyelashes on. If you want to put your eyelashes on now, you can, but if you want to wait for me to teach you how to put eyelashes on, I will teach you at the end. Okay, so now that you have your eyeshadow done, looking snazzy, you're now going to continue with the base makeup. So you're going to take your concealer now, and you're going to spot conceal first. If you don't have acne, I hate you, but you can skip this spot. You can skip this step. Just basically cover any spots you want to cover, any acne, any dark spots, whatever. Just any spot concealing you want to do. And then you're going to go on your concealer spots, which is underneath your eyes, right there, up here, going upwards, and then like dot there, and dot there on your chin. And this will give you the foundation look without using foundation, because we're not using foundation. We're not doing foundation, because this is a simple base makeup, like very simple. And now you're going to take your beauty blender. I normally soak mine. I didn't soak it this time. Sorry, not sorry. And just kind of blend that out. Just being careful not to mess up your eyeshadow in the process. Now after you did your concealer, if you have a very light, simple, not in your face blush, you can now take it. I'm using a Milk Makeup like blush lip thing. It's like a oil thing. Just taking it and putting it on your cheeks. Very light, simple, like glowy color. Very simple. Nothing to it. Just gives you a little more life in your face so we don't look dead. Okay? And then if you have a really soft, glowy, glowy highlighter, we can use that. I use just like this brush. It's called a highlight and glow brush. Just take your simple light highlighter, just put it on your cheekbones. Again on cheekbone, and then taking it again on your nose and on the bridge of your nose. So now you have a nice simple highlight. Okay, we're almost done. A few more steps. So now that you have that looking very simple but also boom in your face, my mom is calling me. No, she's not. Stop it. I'm in the middle of something. You're now going to do your eyelashes. Let's do eyelashes first. So, eyelashes. So if you look at your eyelash, when you first get them out of the package, you're most likely going to have to cut them because they're going to be too long for your eye. What I do to figure out how much you have to cut, I put the eyelash on my eye where I want it, and then I grab the end at where it needs to be cut, and then I cut right there. So now I have my eyelash. And now this shorter side is going to be on the inner corner. Jesus, can you figure out why my mom's calling me? This shorter side is going to be on the inner corner, and then this longer side is going to be out here.
Are your mom's calling you?
Yes. So you're gonna take your eyelash, take your eyelash glue.
¿Dónde está mi chanclas?
Over here. Over here. Please hurry up. And you're taking your eyelash glue, putting it on the lash band. So when I do my eyelashes, I normally get, like, I'm sure everyone gets this, but the inner corner tends to come up. What I do to kind of help that is I will come onto the top of the lash and put it right there on the top, right there, so that it'll like stick there. That's not the top of the lash. This is the top of the lash. I'm so good. And then I use tweezers to help me out here. Because some people may find it easier with their hands, some people find it easier with tweezers. I sometimes find it easier with my hands, sometimes find it easier with my tweezers. So as I'm letting the eyelash glue get tacky, I'm taking the eyelash from both ends and kind of turning it into this like U shape, so that it will like kind of stay in this shape. So when it's on my eye, see how it's nice and like that? It's because I'm taking the eyelash and bending it. And then I'm waiting for that glue to get tacky. So now that your eyelash glue is tacky, how you'll know it's tacky is it's like mainly clear. I use Duo, which I believe, like, for me, that's what works best for me. It's like a white to clear eyelash glue, and when it's like clear, that's how you know it's like ready to be put on. So now that I know it's like tacky, I'm going to go to my mirror and I'm actually going to use a hand mirror, but I'm going to be looking down as I'm putting this lash on so that I can make sure I get it as close to my eye, like my lash line, as possible. So I'm going to be looking at myself while looking down and putting it on as close as possible. So like what I did just then was I put the eyelash on, and then once it was on, I took my tweezers and I kind of grabbed both the eyelash and my eyelashes and I squeezed them together. And that mascara that I put on will help them kind of clump together. So now that eyelash is as close to my lash line as it can be because I looked down while putting it on. So now I'm going to put on the second one and then I will be back. Okay. Now I'm back. I have both eyelashes on. You see how that just like completes the look? Like it just looks complete now. But we're not done. Next, this is our second to last step. We're going to take our lipstick. Again, this is a nude matte. I don't have exactly a nude matte right now, but this is what we're using. You're just going to put it on. So I start on my top lip and I use my Cupid's bow to help me kind of put it on. So I go down, I go down, I'm gonna go like that. And then I've actually come to hate my Cupid's bow. So you don't have to do that, but I kind of cover my Cupid's bow. Yeah, so there's my top lip, and then my bottom lip, and then my bottom lip. So, and then your last step, which I don't have it here with me, but you're going to take a setting spray because we're going to need this to last because we're performing with it. You're going to take a setting spray and you're just going to kind of spray your face. And as you're spraying your face, don't breathe in, don't open your mouth, don't open your eyes, obviously. And you're just going to kind of spray your face and then fan your face to let it dry. It's basically just kind of melting the makeup into your skin. And it's just kind of melting the makeup into your skin and letting it last longer. So I will show you the complete look. Again, the hair will be out of your face when we're doing it, but oh, sorry. This is the complete look. So it's just the eyeshadow and then simple like base makeup. So yeah, thank you.